a platform that is easy, that we are going to stand behind and completely support. That's why we're only talking about this one, so that we know. So say Marianne or whomever joins that day, hey, I watched all of the calls, but I just need help with one thing. Okay, great, we know it well enough.
In this video, I'll show you how to create an account, how to get approved, and what to do if you do not get approved. Let's go. To create your MailerLite account, go to the MailerLite website and then to the top right corner and click sign up. This will take you to the sign up page where you can go ahead and type in the name of your company. I'm just going to paste this really quickly. Your name, your email address, your password, and then click register. This will take you to this page where you can start the approval process by clicking complete over here, or you can also just start playing around with some of our MailerLite features. Now, if you go to the dashboard here, you'll see this yellow bar on top where it says your account is not approved yet, features are limited. If you go to campaigns, you'll see something similar. You can create campaigns, but you won't be able to send them. Same thing with forms. You can create them, but you can't enable forms while your account is not approved. So, like I said, you can go ahead and play around with these forms and everything else here. And if you want to start the approval process, go ahead and click request approval. This will take you back to this screen here. You can use our guide over here, or you can just start the approval process by clicking complete. And this is what you'll see. You'll need to fill out all this information here. I'm just going to magically fill this out so as not to take up your time, but you need the company name, the address, the time zone, and other relevant information like what industry you're in, how many people work for your organization, when was the last time you sent your campaign. The more information you provide and the better the information, the quicker the approval process. Now, this might seem a little daunting, but the good thing is every MailerLite user has to go through this process, and that's one of the reasons why our deliverability rates are so high. Then you can go ahead and read the MailerLite anti-spam policy. It's here. Then you can go ahead and click I have read MailerLite's anti-spam policy, and you can sign up to our newsletter. Once you're ready, go ahead and click save. And after you do that, this is what you will see. You'll see a little green check mark here, and then you can go ahead and click complete here where it says request approval. To further speed up the approval process, you can go ahead and type in the name of your website and click next. Now, if you don't have a website yet, use this drop-down menu and click I don't have my own website, and then click next. I'm going to go ahead and click next. Now verify your email. This is the domain you used for your website, so it's already pre-filled here. Then go ahead and click next. This will take you to this familiar page, and you see the green check mark here, and it says we are now reviewing your account. This usually takes up to 30 minutes, and we can speed this up by clicking the information in the email. So let me quickly go to my email, confirm email, and there we go. The email is now verified. Now I can go again to the request approval page. You might have noticed this bar over here. Have you already had an account at MailerLite? You can migrate it. This is if you have been using MailerLite Classic. You can migrate your account by clicking this button here. And here we are still waiting for approval. And this sometimes can go faster than 30 minutes. Sometimes it's just a matter of refreshing the page. And here we go. Now, if for some reason you got disapproved, don't worry, just go ahead and check your email, see the instructions, and get back to us. That's
New to MailerLite? Welcome! We're thrilled to have you on board. I know that using a new tool can be quite intimidating sometimes, but not to worry. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the MailerLite Dashboard. So let's dive in. Welcome to your very own MailerLite Dashboard. Here's where the magic happens. I'm going to go over the structure of the dashboard before jumping into the technical nitty-gritty of this tool. At the top right, you'll have access to your profile settings. Click on My Profile, and here's where you can add a profile picture, update your basic information, and your login information. Now, if you want, you can enable a two-way authentication process where you'll need to download your preferred authentication app. scan this barcode and type the generated code, but this is optional. You can also sign up to the MailerLite newsletter here and choose if you want a light theme or a dark theme for your interface. Back to the main dashboard page, this shortcut button will allow you to start creating a campaign, a form, a site, or automation right away. Right here, you'll see the last campaign you sent and its stats. And when you scroll down, you'll see the performance overview of the chosen time frame you picked in this dropdown. Now, it will show you general stats of your subscribers, campaigns, automations, forms, and websites. So basically, all of your account activity will be presented right here on the main dashboard page. On the left side menu, you'll be able to work on, edit, or review your campaigns, subscribers, forms, sites, and automations. And in the bottom part of the menu, you'll be able to set or edit your account, integrations, file manager, and templates.
Newsletters, emails, campaigns. In email marketing, these are all basically the same thing. And here's how you can quickly create one in MailerLite. Let's go. To quickly create a new newsletter from your dashboard, you can either click Create right over here, or go to the Campaigns area, and then click Create Campaign over here. And that's what I'm going to do. Now give your campaign a name. Now this name is only for you, so you can organize your emails better. And then choose the campaign type. We have an A/B split test campaign, an RSS campaign, an auto resend campaign, which I go deeper into in other videos. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to choose regular campaign and click Save and Continue. Now here is the campaign name you just chose. Then you can choose your subject name. I'm going to go with Welcome, and then I'm going to insert some personalization. For example, the name of my subscribers. And of course, to use the names, you actually have to have the names of your subscribers in your database. And then I'm just going to go ahead and drop in a little emoji right over here. Then you choose the sender's name, your sender's email, and you can go ahead and play around with these track options. You can have MailerLite track the opens, and if you uncheck this, it's only going to track the links. You can learn more about this by clicking here. And for UTM tags, you can check or uncheck the Google Analytics tracking here. Choose your language, and once you're done with that, just go ahead and click Next. And now you can choose your email design. If you have a paid plan and created your own template, you can choose it right over here. And you'll also have unlimited access to your template gallery, which is here. Your recent emails are here. This is very nice. If you want to reuse an email, just go ahead and choose, and then edit it to your liking and send it. But for this tutorial, I'm going to click Start from Scratch. Now on the paid plan, again, you will have access to this HTML editor. For all the plans, you have this rich text editor, which is more personal. But here I'm going to choose the drag and drop editor. Now, as you see, you're not actually starting from scratch, but you're using the standard template we have available. Now you can delete all of these if you want, or just keep the ones you like. And from the left sidebar, you can just go ahead and drag and drop any of the blocks you like. And of course, you can edit every single part of these blocks in the right sidebar over here. I'm going to cancel here. And of course, you can also edit every single thing you basically see here. For example, the background of the email and all the general email settings are in the right sidebar over here. Now, once you're done with your editing, go ahead and click Done Editing. Now you can choose your subscribers. You can go ahead and choose all subscribers. You can also just choose the ones from any segments you have created here. You can also exclude the subscribers by clicking Exclude Segment if you want to exclude a specific segment. And for the groups, very similar. You can choose one group or you can choose more groups. Now, the cool thing is that if you choose more groups and you have the same people in multiple groups, they are not going to get a duplicate of the email. They will only get the email once. And very similar with excluding groups. For example, if I exclude this group and there is an email address, there is a subscriber that is in this excluded group and he or she is also in these other groups, they will not get the email because they are excluded here once, and that means they will not get the email even though they are also in these other groups. Now, if you want to use the advanced features, just go ahead and scroll up and click the advanced tab here. And here you can choose the powerful filter we have. You can filter by emails, groups, fields, sign up source, location, sign up date, or time zone. I'm just going to go quickly with email, choose an operator. I'm going to use contains, and then MailerLite. And here we have 65, but when we start filtering through this filter here, it changes to 41. Now, once we're ready, we can go ahead and click next step. Now we see an overview of everything we did, the subject, the sender, the language, the content. You can send a test email over here to the address we specified here and click send just to make sure everything is good. We can edit the content here, the tracking settings again here, edit recipients over here. And once we're done, just go ahead and click next. And now we can send the email right away. We can send it later, where we choose the specific date, the time, and the time zone. And we can also deliver based on time zones. So each person gets the email at the same time in their specified time zone. I'm going to go with send later. I'm going to choose the 11th, change the time, and click schedule. You will now see the email in your outbox, and you will see when it's sent. It will be sent on Tuesday, the 11th at 8 a.m. Here you can also click more, copy it to drafts, which is here, or cancel the sending. This will send the email to drafts again. And I'm going to do that right now. Cancel sending. There we go. It goes automatically to the drafts folder. And here is the newsletter we just created. Again, we can edit it here, or we can duplicate it and delete it right over here.
If you just signed up to MailerLite and need a quick tour of the app, you're in luck. Let me show you the main features of the tool so you can start using it right away. This is the MailerLite dashboard. Here in the middle, we have the last sent campaign. Your performance overview can be set right here. Choose the timeline and it will show you the stats of your subscriber management and growth, your campaigns, automations, e-commerce, forms, and site performance. At the top right, we've got a shortcut button to create a campaign, form, site, or automation. Above it, you can access your profile or log out. And here at the top, you can toggle between accounts if you have more than one MailerLite account. On the left side, we have the main menu. The dashboard is where we're at right now, and you can always get back here by clicking this tab, Campaigns. This is where you can find all of your campaigns, your templates, and drafts. You can create a regular, RSS, auto resend, or A/B test campaigns. You can take a look, edit, or duplicate your sent campaigns or drafts. Your outbox folder is right here, and it shows the campaigns you've already sent. And you can view each individual campaign report right here. The subscriber tab will take you to your subscriber management page. You can use filters to search or create segments and groups. You can add or remove groups, move to the unsubscribe section, delete or download using the action button. Here you can modify and add custom fields, check out your growth under the stats tab, clean up your list by deleting inactive subscribers, and review your history. Lastly, here's where you add new subscribers. In the Forms page, you will be able to create forms for your website or landing page. This is where all the forms you've previously created are kept. You can filter and search right here, and here's where you can create new forms. In the Sites page, you will be able to create either a website with multiple pages for your business, organization, or project, or a landing page. In the Automation page, you can create a sequence of steps triggered by a specific date, event, or action activated by the subscriber. On this page, you can create, manage, and edit your automations. Your account settings can be accessed right here. You can review and edit the plan and billing, users, domains, subscriber settings, unsubscribe settings, email notifications, and your company's profile, default setting, domains, e-commerce, integrations, and link tracking. The integration page lets you connect your MailerLite account to popular apps and plugins of different platforms, such as WooCommerce, Shopify, Facebook, WordPress, and more. Your file manager hosts all of the media files, images, and videos. You can upload everything from your device or import from a URL, Google Drive, Giphy, or Unsplash. Lastly, the My Template page hosts all of the templates you've used, created, and modified. It's always good to have your files organized so you can find all of your assets easily and get to work. And that's why you should get familiar with the MailerLite File Manager. In your dashboard, scroll down and click on the File Manager tab. This is the same file manager you'll see when you upload a media file to your newsletter or form, landing page, or website. All of your media files will be saved right here. To upload, you can either upload from your device by clicking on the Upload Image button, choose an image, and upload it. You can also drag and drop the image into your file manager, but make sure that whatever file you upload is either 2 megabytes or a smaller file. The other way to upload a media file is by using the drop-down menu. You can choose here to upload from either a URL, your Google Drive. You can also upload from Giphy if you want to add a GIF to your content. Additionally, you can edit the images by clicking on the Edit button. This image editor is similar to the generic image editors, like the ones that you have on your phone or in your Instagram account, etc. You can resize the image, crop it, add a filter, change the brightness, contrast, draw, add frames, and more. To reverse the image editing, click on the back arrow. When you're done, don't forget to save your edits. Now back to the file manager. You can choose all the images by choosing all, or you can choose a specific image to perform an action like delete or move to a different folder within your file manager. MailerLite is all about efficiency. With our tools, you can easily turn your campaigns and landing page designs into templates and use them over and over again to save time. Let me show you how to do it. First, let me note that creating templates is only available in the paid plans. So if you have a free plan, stick around and learn how to do it, but note that this option is not available in your plan. Now let me show you the My Template page. If you've never created a template before, this page will be blank, but generally you will have two types of templates, campaigns and landing pages. One way to create a template is by clicking on New Template. Let's give the template a name, choose a campaign or landing page, and click Save and Continue. And you can either start from scratch, which will take you to the drag and drop editor, or you can use one of the MailerLite templates as a design base for your template. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'll start from scratch. And now, while we wait for the drag and drop editor to load, I'd like to show you another way to create a template. Back in the dashboard, let's click on Create, choose Campaign. I'm going to breeze through this process for those who already created campaigns with MailerLite, and for those who haven't, make sure to watch our tutorials on how to create a campaign. Now, the first page we see here is My Templates. If you don't have any templates on this page, it will be blank. The other tabs are Start from Scratch, Template Gallery, and Recent Emails, which is also a good starting point. Choose from your sent, drafts, or automation campaigns. So basically, if you already designed an email but didn't save it as a template, you could use this as your base for a new campaign. Now, no matter which option you choose here, you can save all as templates. So let's randomly choose one of my drafts, and we will end up in the drag and drop editor. So here you can make all the changes that you need and want. And now, no matter how we arrived at the drag and drop editor, when you click on Actions, you have the option to save this design as a template. Give it a name and click Save. This will automatically add this template to your My Template page. Here you can click Continue Editing and then done editing. And now, even if at this point I decide to abandon this campaign and go to my template page, the new template will be found in this section. You can preview it or edit it at any time, and the next time you create a campaign or an automation, you'll be able to use this template. So now the landing page template process is very similar to the campaign template process. Create template, give it a name, and choose the landing pages. Here you can only select from one of our MailerLite templates, but these are great design bases for all of the landing pages, and it will give you a good idea of what a landing page should look like. Let's select this design, and here we are back in the drag and drop editor. You can edit each one of these elements on your main landing page and your success page. Now, I'm going to skip the design process and go straight to this button, Save as Template. And once you click it, you'll be back at the My Template page. I highly recommend to take advantage of the My Template feature, as this will save you a whole lot of time when creating your marketing material. You'll never need to start from scratch and always be a few steps ahead of the game. Building automation workflows has never been easier. Now, your starting point is a template designed by our automation experts. All you need to do is follow the steps, fill in the blanks, and you're good to go. In the MailerLite dashboard, head to the automations page, select new automation, and here you can either create from scratch or scroll down to choose a template. You can sort the template categories using the drop-down menu right here. Templates with the advanced label, as seen right here, are only available for accounts under the advanced plan. The e-commerce category is available for accounts that have their online store connected to MailerLite. To preview a template, hover over it and click. Here you can read a bit about best practices and the steps used in this workflow. Now, for a detailed guide on how to set up or use this template, you can press this link right here. To scroll in between templates of the same category, click the horizontal arrows on the sides. I'm going to choose the retarget subscribers template to segment subscribers based on how they interact with my content, and you'll be taken to the workflow editor. Here, as you can see, the steps have already been implemented, and you just need to fill in the missing pieces of the puzzle. Currently, the trigger is set to updated field. You'll need to add a custom field from your account or create a new one, and you'll need to select the constraints and add the values in these fields. You can also change the trigger. Just remember that each trigger has different requirements. To design the email step, click on it and edit the subject and name. The Design Email button will let you choose how you want to create your content. From your templates, start from scratch, which will take you to the drag and drop editor, from a MailerLite template, or one of your recent emails. Back in the automation editor, some steps may not need editing, like this 3-day delay step. Keep it as is or change it right here. The rules for this condition are already set, but again, you can modify these settings if you want. Keep in mind though, the system will let you delete any step in your automation template except for emails that are connected to a condition, like this one right here, since this condition step has a rule that includes this specific email. So if the email is deleted, the condition step won't activate. Now, there's a way around it. You'll need to replace the email that is connected to the condition. Click on it to open the condition settings and choose the new activity you want to link. In campaign activity, choose any email campaign you'd like to connect. In workflow activity, select any email step that is already included in this workflow. Custom fields, select the field that the subscriber must match with. And in group membership or segment membership, select the group or segment that the subscriber should or shouldn't be a part of. I'm going to choose campaign activity and select any campaign. Save, and now the email step that was previously connected will be unlinked from this step, and it can be removed from the workflow without affecting the condition step. So now step by step, you can edit and modify your workflow template. When you're done building and designing, don't forget to switch it on. And if you need to learn more about MailerLite automations and how they work, full
with MailerLite's user-friendly drag-and-drop editor. We're using email to build deeper connections and beat the changing social media algorithms. For today's task, imagine being a YouTuber launching a cookbook and wanting a stress-free way to engage with your audience. Sound good? Let's get to it. From your dashboard, there are 2 ways to create a campaign. First is to click the Create button and then select Create Campaign. The second is to head over to Campaigns in the left navigation and select Create Campaign. From there, you've got 4 options for different campaign types to create, starting with Auto Resend Campaign that automatically sends an email to your subscribers if they didn't open your email the first time around, RSS Campaigns, which lets you automatically send an email to your subscribers whenever new content is published on your website or blog, A/B Split Campaigns, where you can send 2 emails and test which one performs better with your list, and a regular campaign, which you can use to send regular emails to your subscribers. And that's what we're doing with this one. We've got video tutorials on how to set up each of these campaign types, so be sure to check them out in the description below. Start by giving your campaign a name. Let's call ours Cookbook Launch. Now, keep in mind that the subject line is often the #1 deciding factor for whether your email gets opened or not. I mean, come on, if I got an email that said, "Buy my cookbook," and one that said, "Alex, we finally did it," which one do you think I'm opening? And yes, with personalizations, you can get their name to show up in the subject line and elsewhere in the email, and we'll go over that later in the video. We did a deep dive on using our AI subject line generator to boost open rates in a previous video. Now is where it really shines. Hit Suggest for the subject line generator. Let's select a friendly tone for an announcement and prompt it with Create a title celebrating a cookbook launch. After hitting Generate, we'll select one of the results and then add some emojis and a personalization to make it a touch more engaging. For more information on how personalizations work, check out the video linked in the description below. Next up, let's have your sender's name and email paint a clear picture of you or your business. And don't forget, you've got to verify any email address before sending a campaign from it. If you need help with that, we've got an article and tutorial linked below. Now we get to fill in the pre-header. You want it to relate to the title and content you'll put within the email. Let's go with, "We've planned this launch for months. Thanks for your amazing support." Now, let's select our recipients. Depending on who's in your list, you may want to select a particular group or segment. Groups are folders where your subscribers are put when they sign up for your newsletter. A segment would be like when someone on your list clicks a link in your email and is put into a specific category. For example, everyone that clicked on the Support My Cookbook link in the last campaign would be a cookbook segment within my subscriber group. To learn more about groups and segments, check out the video linked in the description below. Don't forget to track opens, set UTM tags if you're connected to Google Analytics, and track purchases with the Track Links button. Moving on, let's tackle the drag and drop editor. Keep in mind that we're only going to do a brief overview for this tutorial, so take a look at the video link below for an in-depth view at the editor. The editor comes loaded with the default template, but we're going to start by heading to the templates section and selecting the book release template. This template has a lot of useful blocks that we can keep, but we want to make it our own and don't need each block included here. Let's go through the design and talk about the building blocks of an effective email. Head over to the top of the left sidebar in the navigation category. Add a logo with a button at the top of the email by selecting an image from your file manager. It's an instant brand reminder and also looks nice. We'll customize the look by removing the padding at the top and bottom, and you can customize the button text and color to fit something a bit more on brand. Next, head over to the Hero section in the left sidebar and drag the Image Below Text block. This block will help you grab the recipient's attention and quickly let them know what the email is about. Follow that with some personalization. Highlight the first word in the title block and click the hashtag button that appears in the text formatting options. Here you can add a personalization directly in the email. Select name, and we'll add a thank you. Now you're ready to reel them in with your hook. Let's try huge thanks to each and every one of you. With your support, we sold over 200 books in the first hour. Now let's add an image of our book below for a relevant image. For this email, let's add a standard text block for the main copy. Remember to keep your language natural and speak to your audience in the way that you would in person. Now, I want to take your attention to some global settings. Click to the right of the middle section, and you'll notice the right sidebar change to show Template and Settings at the top. This will let you adjust the styling of all blocks in the email, from layout options to fonts, color, and more, so that it matches your branding. And remember, you can always make block-specific changes with the Edit button when you hover over a block. With this email, I want to engage my readers with a quick survey. I'll add a basic one for now, but for an in-depth look, check out the tutorial link below. Click into the survey block. On the right sidebar, change the title to I want to hear from you. Next, fill in a description for the survey. Click Save, then add a question template. Click the drop-down and select Open Question. Now enter your first question. We'll finish it by adding an outro, expressing our gratitude for their time. Now you'll see that the question text here is comically large compared to the rest of our email. Let's fix that by going down to the content style and editing the question styling. Hit save and let's move on. Lastly, let's add a final text section to close out the main body of the email. Your email campaign can't be sent if it doesn't have both a footer and unsubscribe link. Luckily, this block is included with the template. So all you need to do is customize your social links and make sure you've entered your postal address. You can also customize the unsubscribe link text in the right sidebar. It just needs to be clear enough to the subscriber that they can unsubscribe if they wish to. Let's go ahead and adjust the block background color to match our theme. And that about does it for your email design. I know it can seem like a lot of work, but if you like this design, you can save it as a template by clicking into the Actions dropdown and Save as a Template, so you don't have to recreate your emails from scratch every time. When you're satisfied with the design, hit Done Editing. And now that you've crafted your email campaign, it's time to review before sending. You can double check your subject line and make any edits you'd like. Make sure your sender name is correct, verify tracking options, and ensure you're sending to the correct recipients. On the right side, you'll see a preview of your email and have the option to make any final edits. Now it's time to send your campaign or schedule it for later. I typically like to schedule these out several days ahead, since I feel like it gives me some time to plan out future campaigns as well. I want my subscribers to receive this email at 9 a.m., but they're in different time zones. Not a problem. You can hit this button to make sure it arrives at 9 a.m. wherever they happen to be. Just make sure you schedule the email at least one day before it's supposed to arrive in their inbox. If you want to double check everything before it goes out, send a test email to yourself and preview your design one last time. Once you're ready to go, hit schedule. And there you have it, a successful email campaign ready to launch. I hope this guide has helped you out. There is a lot that can go into an email, so feel free to go back through the chapters and review any details and